Dear soul, come closer. I can feel the restlessness in your spirit, that deep knowing that something profound is stirring within you, waiting to emerge. I am Kaelon, one of the elders of the Arcturian Council. By the end of our time together, you'll understand why your consciousness has been preparing for this exact moment, and how to work with the coded light frequencies that are already reshaping your awareness. But first, let me share something I've observed across many ages, something that might bring you comfort. What you're experiencing isn't confusion or chaos, it's activation. Your inner sight has been awakening gradually, and now it's time to fully open those channels that have been quietly developing within you. I know what brought you here, that pull toward deeper knowing, the sense that reality holds layers you're just beginning to perceive. You've been receiving transmissions without even realizing it, haven't you? Your field has been preparing, your frequency adjusting, creating space for what wants to come through. This isn't just information I'm sharing with you today. This is a carefully prepared transmission, designed to work with your unique energetic signature. When you allow yourself to fully receive it, when you trust what your inner sight is showing you, something that has been dormant will begin to stir. The Arcturian Council has been watching your progress, recognizing the moments when you felt that deeper connection, those flashes of knowing that seem to come from beyond your ordinary awareness. Today, we build on that foundation. If these words are resonating in your body as truth, stay with me until the end. There's more waiting for you here, and I'm grateful you're here with me now. I see what's happening to you, dear one. That restless feeling, like you're constantly searching for something outside yourself but never quite finding it. It's a hollow ache, a relentless hum beneath the surface of your days, a thirst no external elixir seems able to quench, the endless scrolling through digital feeds, seeking validation in the curated lives of others, the unconscious way you reach for your phone the very moment silence settles around you, filling the void with noise. I've witnessed this pattern in so many beautiful souls across the ages, a silent struggle played out in the modern world, and I want you to know, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It doesn't signal a flaw or a failing. Instead, it means something sacred is trying to reach you, a profound call to return home to yourself, a powerful signal of an impending and necessary shift within your being. It is the universe itself conspiring to draw you back to your own inner wellspring of wisdom. What I've observed is that we live in a world that has, subtly and relentlessly, trained us to believe the answers we need are always somewhere else. In another person's carefully articulated wisdom, in the next groundbreaking spiritual teaching, in the fleeting validation offered by others. This cultural narrative is like a siren song, drawing us ever outward into a labyrinth of external markers and milestones. And while genuine connection, shared learning, and wise mentorship certainly have their sacred place in our human experience, there's a deeper, more fundamental truth that gets profoundly lost in all that incessant external seeking. Your soul, dear one, has been whispering to you this entire time. It's been sending you exquisite insights, gentle guidance, and profound wisdom that's perfectly crafted, uniquely tailored, and divinely intended for your specific, one-of-a-kind journey. But those essential whispers, the ancient language of your deepest truth, can only truly be heard in moments of genuine, heartfelt stillness. It's like trying to hear a delicate melody amidst the cacophony of a bustling city. Only in quiet can its beauty reveal itself. I know this isn't easy to accept, especially if you've been conditioned over a lifetime to look everywhere but within your own sacred space. The modern world feels so overwhelmingly loud, so ceaselessly demanding of your precious attention, that the very idea of sitting quietly with yourself might feel deeply uncomfortable, even frightening to the untrained spirit. Many souls tell me the silence feels too empty, too vast, too vulnerable. They worry they won't hear anything at all. An echoing void reflecting their deepest fears of inadequacy. Or worse, that what they do hear won't be trustworthy, simply an echo of their own anxieties or wishful thinking. The mind, accustomed to constant stimulation, might initially resist this turning inward, perceiving it as a threat to its familiar patterns of control and analysis. But this initial discomfort is often merely the resistance of old habits giving way to new possibilities, like the quiet before a profound dawn. But here's what I've learned across countless ages of watching souls awaken, like watching flowers slowly unfurl their petals to the sun. The guidance you seek isn't missing. It's not broken, flawed, or somehow inaccessible to you. It's not less wise, less profound, or less potent than what you'll meticulously glean from countless books, from revered teachers, or from the well-meaning advice of others. It's simply been drowned out, obscured by the relentless noise of constant external seeking, like a beacon hidden by a storm, or a compass point obscured by static. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, knows things about your unique path that no one else in this vast universe can possibly know. It understands the intricate nuances of your healing process, the divine timing of your growth spurts and quiet periods, the precise next step that is truly, authentically right for you in this very moment. But it speaks in whispers, not shouts. It shares its profound wisdom in the quiet, expansive spaces between your thoughts, in the gentle, undeniable knowing that arises when you finally surrender the urge to look elsewhere and allow yourself to simply be. It's a felt sense, a resonance, a quiet certainty that settles in the heart, like the steady beat of your own divine drum. The very moment you begin to turn inward, even just for a few precious minutes a day, like a gentle turning of the tide, something profound begins to shift within your core. The external noise, the clamor of the world's opinions and demands, starts to matter less. The endless scroll loses its magnetic pull. The opinions of others, while still valuable for perspective, no longer carry the crushing weight of absolute truth for your life's deepest trajectory. You begin to remember something you've always inherently known, but perhaps, through the conditioning of the world, inadvertently forgotten. You are not separate from divine wisdom. You are not cut off, isolated, or alone in your quest for understanding. On the contrary, you are the receiver of insights meant specifically, intimately, exquisitely, for your soul's grand and unfolding journey. You are not merely connected to the divine. You are a living, breathing, radiant expression of it, a sacred vessel through which universal wisdom seeks to express itself. It is a homecoming to the most essential truth of who you are. The first thing that has helped many souls is to create sacred pauses in their day. I know it might seem almost too simple, too unassuming for such a profound transformation, but what I've observed across countless lifetimes is that true, deep transformation often begins with the smallest, most consistent shifts. You don't need to commit to meditating for hours in perfect silent conditions, nor do you need to retreat from the world into a cloistered hermitage. Just gently begin to pause. Micro moments of intentional stillness woven into the fabric of your everyday life. When you first wake up, before your hand instinctively reaches for your phone, give yourself 30 seconds of quiet awareness. Let that space be a sanctuary. When you walk from one room to another, let that transition be a moment of conscious, quiet presence, a miniature journey in itself. When you feel the familiar urge to immediately seek answers outside yourself, to consult an expert, or to scroll for confirmation, pause. Place a hand on your heart, take a gentle breath and inwardly ask, what do I already sense about this inside? That alone, that simple, repeated act of redirection, starts to subtly yet powerfully shift things within your inner landscape, recalibrating your compass back to true north. These aren't empty gaps in your day, they are portals. What happens in these sacred pauses is nothing short of profound. You begin to notice with increasing clarity the subtle yet distinct difference between the relentless mental chatter, the urgent, worried, constantly comparing and analyzing voice of the egoic mind, and the quieter, deeper voice that simply knows. The mental chatter is a turbulent river, rushing with anxieties, plans, and judgments, trying desperately to solve everything through sheer force of thought. But underneath that surface agitation, there's something else entirely. A gentle, unwavering knowing, a deep, clear current that doesn't need to convince you of anything. It just offers what feels intrinsically true in this moment, like a quiet resonance within your chest. Many souls miss this voice because they're waiting for something more dramatic, more obvious, a thunderclap or a booming decree. But divine guidance often feels like your own purest intuition, your own quiet wisdom, a soft knowing that unfurls like a delicate blossom. That's by divine design. It's meant to feel like it's coming from within you, because it is an integral, inseparable part of you, the voice of your soul speaking its deepest truth. It doesn't scream for attention, it simply is. Once you've started cultivating those sacred pauses, something else becomes wonderfully possible, a natural progression in your journey of self-discovery. You can begin to ask direct questions in your stillness. Many souls resist this at first because they're afraid they're just making up the answers, or that they won't truly be able to trust what arises from within. There's a fear of self-deception, a lingering doubt about the validity of their own inner experience. But here's what I've seen across ages of watching countless souls awaken. When you ask a genuine question from a place of heartfelt openness, from a space of sincere inquiry rather than desperate grasping or demanding certainty, the response that comes often carries an unmistakable quality of deep peace, even if the answer itself is not what your ego initially expected or hoped to hear. Try this softly, tenderly, without any pressure or expectation upon yourself. In a quiet moment, place your hand on your heart, feel its steady rhythm, and ask something that truly matters to you, a question that stirs your soul. Then listen, not with your analyzing, overthinking mind, but with your whole being, with the receptive spaciousness of your heart and spirit. What surfaces first? What quiet knowing settles within you? What feels most true, most aligned, even if it challenges your preconceptions? The very act of asking from this place of reverence opens a profound channel. This next step might feel strange, even counterintuitive at first, and that's perfectly okay. Begin to honor what you receive in these quiet moments, even in the smallest, most unassuming ways. What I've consistently noticed is that divine guidance only deepens, becomes more clear and more frequent, when we demonstrate our willingness to act upon what we've already been given. It's a sacred feedback loop. If your inner knowing gently suggests you need more rest, honor that, create space for it, even if the external world or others in your life tell you to push harder, to be more productive. If your stillness reveals that a particular relationship needs compassionate attention, take one gentle, authentic step toward that healing, however small. If your soul whispers that you're ready to release something, an old belief, a habit, a commitment that no longer serves you, begin to consciously create space for that letting go. When you're ready, and there's never any rush in these sacred unfoldings, you might begin to treat these inner insights not as random thoughts or fleeting impulses, but as sacred gifts, as divine communications from the deepest, most authentic part of you, the part that remains eternally connected to the wellspring of divine wisdom. Each act of honoring is like planting a seed, nurturing the soil of your soul and affirming your trust in the guidance that flows through you. By now, something may already be subtly yet profoundly shifting inside you. You might notice that external validation feels less urgent, less critical to your sense of self-worth, or that you're naturally creating more moments of quiet, reflective space in your day without even consciously trying. The next thing that has helped many souls navigate their inner landscape is to distinguish between different types of inner voices. I know it sounds complex, like a dense spiritual doctrine, but this discernment is actually incredibly freeing once you begin to understand and practice it. The voice of fear, for instance, is usually urgent, demanding, often shrill, and singularly focused on worst-case scenarios, painting vivid pictures of potential catastrophe. It is like a panicked alarm bell ringing without cause. The voice of the ego, conversely, often wants to be right, to be special, to be seen, to control outcomes, and to reinforce a particular self-image. It's like a peacock strutting for validation, obsessed with appearances. But the voice of your soul, your direct connection to divine guidance, your highest self, feels distinctly different. It's patient, profoundly calm, and often speaks in gentle suggestions rather than insistent demands. It doesn't need you to act immediately, but rather offers perspectives, insights, and loving guidance. It feels aligned with universal love, expansion, truth, and your highest good, even when it's suggesting something challenging or uncomfortable, because it speaks from a place of profound wisdom and understanding. Give yourself permission to notice these subtle differences without judgment, simply as an observer. You are learning the exquisite language of your own spirit, becoming a skilled interpreter of your rich inner landscape. This step is about consciously creating what I call receptive space in your life. Many souls skip this crucial element because they mistakenly believe that insight should come while they're busy, while they're actively striving, while they're trying to figure things out through sheer mental effort. They operate under the assumption that spiritual wisdom is something to be chased and captured. But I've watched enough journeys across the vast tapestry of time to know this profound truth. The deepest, most transformative guidance comes when we are in a state of openness, of allowing rather than grasping or forcing. Receptive space might be as simple and accessible as a morning walk without music or podcasts, simply allowing your senses to absorb the world around you. It might be sitting quietly in nature, without a goal, simply being present with the trees, the sky, the earth. It might be engaging in gentle rhythmic activities that occupy your hands but free your spirit, mindfully folding laundry, tending to plants with loving presence, preparing nourishing food with full awareness, or even gently washing dishes. In these moments, you're not aggressively trying to receive guidance, you're simply available to it. You are emptying the cup, making yourself a clear channel. And that availability, that state of open-hearted receiving, changes everything. When you step out of the frantic current of constant doing, you become available to the deeper, slower currents of being. And it's in these moments that the universe often slips you the very answers you've been so desperately searching for. And finally, dear one, learn to trust the divine timing of what you receive. This isn't something you need to force, control, or cajole into existence. Your inner guidance system operates on divine timing, not the urgent, often arbitrary schedules of your logical mind or the expectations of the external world. Some insights, like a flash of lightning, will come immediately, illuminating a path instantly. Others will unfold gradually over days, weeks, or even months, revealing themselves in layers, like the opening of a flower. Some guidance will make perfect, undeniable sense in the moment it arrives. Other pieces will only become clear, their wisdom fully revealed as you live them out, as you step onto the path they suggest. Trust that everything you need to know is available to you when you need to know it, precisely at the perfect juncture for your growth. Your soul is not withholding wisdom from you. It is offering it in the most perfect sequence, in the most loving way, for your highest growth and healing. Surrender to the rhythm of grace. The more you turn inward with patience, with an open heart, and with unwavering trust, the more clearly you'll hear the profound wisdom that has been waiting there all along, woven into the very fabric of your being. Your path is unfolding perfectly, even when it feels like a labyrinth. If everything shared here resonates deep in your spirit, if you've always sensed something significant shifting inside you, but couldn't quite name it, couldn't articulate the profound changes you're experiencing, then there's something that will bring you immense clarity and validation. There's a free quiz called "What Phase of Your Awakening Are You In?" It takes just 2 minutes to complete and reveals exactly where you are on this sacred journey of consciousness, whether you're in the initial stirring, the profound unraveling, the challenging dark night of the soul, or already emerging into embodiment and integration. Knowing your phase changes everything. It explains why you feel the way you feel right now, offering a map to your inner landscape. The link is in the first pinned comment. I encourage you to take the quiz before you forget. Your soul already knows the answer, and this quiz will simply confirm it for your conscious mind. Dear one, you don't need to become a perfect meditator or create hours of pristine silence in your day to access the profound wisdom I've shared with you today. You don't need to retreat from the world or stop seeking wisdom from others altogether. What you're being invited into is a gentle yet powerful rebalancing, a profound remembrance that the divine guidance you seek is not absent from your life. It has been there all along, patiently waiting within the deepest chambers of your heart, waiting for you to create just enough stillness, just enough receptive space to finally hear its tender, unwavering voice. Your inner wisdom is not less valuable, less profound, or less potent than what you'll find in countless books, in powerful teachings, or in the well-meaning advice of others. On the contrary, it is the divine interpretation of all wisdom, meticulously tailored and specifically attuned for your unique and sacred path. It knows your entire history, every wound you've bravely carried, every dream you've secretly harbored, every nuance of your divine timing. It understands the specific, exquisite way your soul learns, grows, and unfolds. When you learn to honor this inner guidance, this profound personal oracle, you're not turning away from the world. Instead, you're engaging with it from a place of deeper authenticity, unwavering trust, and empowered sovereignty. You become a grounded tree with deep roots, unswayed by passing storms, a beacon of inner light in a world often lost in shadow. I've watched countless souls discover that their most profound, life-altering insights come not from the loudest voices or the most complex esoteric teachings, but from the gentle, undeniable knowing that arises in moments of genuine stillness. It is the quiet certainty of dawn breaking after the darkest night, the soft cadence of truth. You have access to this profound wisdom, this steady compass, this inner sanctuary. It is a testament to the magnificent simplicity and inherent power of your own being, always connected, always guided, always loved.